Sure. The city of Sheridan has three separate ordinances concerning violations of curfew. Okay. Under 14 years of age, and the second one is between 14, during the years of 14 years old up to 18.
Does that include 18-year-olds?
It does not.
Okay.
Once you're 18, you're no longer, you're an adult by state law and by city ordinances as well. It's the same difference. You're an adult, so you're excluded from the curfew. The third ordinance is liability of the parents to willingly allow their minor child to be out after curfew.
How to explain that?
Well, if in fact your child at 2 o'clock in the morning wants to go over to a neighbor's that is 18 blocks across town, and you say, sure, certainly go ahead and just walk away, walk over to your friends at this hour, it's the parent is actually in violation for allowing the child to be out after curfew and not being in the presence of that parent or an adult that has permission of the parent to be with the child. Well, it's my understanding that the ordinances actually were created in 1972, and the wording at that time, they used different wording than probably we would today, although it is still fairly clear. We have to take every case, like we do anything in law enforcement, on a case-to-case basis. The truth is there are minor children, 16, 17 years old, that have jobs that are not out causing problems, that go home after, 15, 20 minutes after the actual curfew time. Obviously, for obvious reasons, we're not going to issue citations for a juvenile at 17 years old going home an hour after curfew from employment. Obviously, that the parents are aware of that as well, and it doesn't make sense to, issue a citation in a circumstance such as that. The ordinance more than likely, and this is, of course, my personal opinion, came out to keep kids from running amok, essentially, for lack of a better term, and causing problems. This was not intended for, children, like I explained, going home from a job.
What exactly are the hours then? And I understand that they're different for the different age groups?
Right. I will get those exact times for you. I got them here in front of me. Children under 14 years of age must be off the streets and alleys of the city, and the curfew is in effect from 9:30 p.m. between the hours of 9:30 p.m. and 4:30 a.m. each night of the week, with the exception of Friday and Saturday. And those hours are a little bit different. Rather than 9:30, it's extended to 10:30. So every Friday, Saturday, and then the months of June, July, and August, which are the summer months, if you're under 14, the curfew time starts at 10:30. During the school year, essentially, and during the week, it's 9:30. For ages from, if you're 14 years old until you hit the age of 18, your 18th birthday, the times are extended from 10:30 during the week and midnight Friday, Saturday, and then the months of June, July, and August, which are the summer months.
It's all midnight. The whole week.
Right.
And does that follow the calendar or the school year?
Well, it's not specific in the ordinance. It's actually the calendar, the months of June, July, and August.
Okay.
Right.
All right, I'm a 16-year-old kid. It's 1:30 in the morning on a Thursday. I'm just hanging out on the street in front of my house. I don't know, maybe I'm playing football under the streetlights with a friend of mine. What happens if you come across that?
Sure. Well, we could play hypotheticals all night long, obviously.
I'm
there's a lot of things that go in, and I'll throw a few of them out. For example, if I have no contacts with you in the past and I find you in this situation, more than likely, as a police officer, I'm going to take you home or go home, call your parents, if and get in touch with them and let them know you are in violation and that we're not going to have it anymore, and essentially give the child a warning. That information will go into the computer system, and if we run into continual problems. Now, on the other hand, if this is a child that we have lots of contacts with, we've given him warnings in the past, we've even written citations in the past, there's a very high probability he's going to get another citation. Most of the time, myself, I just make them must appears. But I think our judge allows, bail, which essentially we could write a citation and give you a court date, and if you pay the fine prior to that court date, you would not have to appear in court. But
Wasn't it
it's $70. $70 on both of the age group curfews, and 85 dollars if the parents are issued a citation, which does happen from time to time when it's a continual problem.
Would there be a dual citation in that situation where the parents would get one and the
Very
child?
possible, and that has happened in the past. I've seen that where the child gets a citation and a parent would as well. Usually that will be a continual problem that we're seeing that's not being cured. The truth is, in my experience in 18 years, it does work more often than it fails to work. We don't see the repeat offenders like we do in many other crimes with adults. With the juveniles, when we do issue citations, for the majority of the time, it's not a reoccurring problem after that.